If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Vols will kick it off and get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28th. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know.
Finds a spot down the gun of the knee. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Now, Lenora Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs like throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body, and you better look out, college football.
They go to the ground. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Here comes the heat. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
The Gamecocks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times on these goal-to-go situations. 1st and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Slips away, and the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got 2nd and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got 3rd and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Sweet cut there. Called his own number on that one, but they are ready for it and stop him. It'll be 4th down.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the 1st down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up 4th.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The run from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Finds his big tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. With the catch, it's Staley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time.
Going up top. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On 3rd down, going up top. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about hitting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Oh, the ball's out on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground.
And this just proves that this team is so well coached on special teams. Everybody, all blockers up front, getting in position, no penalties, and how about the individual effort by the return man?
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Catch in the middle, it's Staley. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Wants to throw, it's Aguilar. Fires to the middle. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He fires one deep over the middle.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window, and the intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He makes the catch. They finally get to him.
think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Picks up the first down. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. And the Gamecocks are on the move. They'll ride the hot hand. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Caught in the backfield, it's Bennett. The Gamecocks get it past the sticks. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They've made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, David.
Yeah, and now they got to put it together, right? And this is when it really works. When you get in conference play, it gets different. The familiarity within the league of all the coaches, and so this is really hard for them. But I'm interested to see what they can do and to see if they can bounce back.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Absolutely perfect. That brings them to within 1. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
The Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Rushes on him. Got him downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
Rides the back on the option to give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
To the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Wants to go up top on first down. Complete downfield. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Aguilar. This time it's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll heave it deep. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Aguilar. Snags it over the middle. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw it. Throwing right. He's got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
And the Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown ball! Fitted in the window for the score. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air, it's Sellers. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Back to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Harbor. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Let's go. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, there's an example of how this tight end can be a big weapon in the passing game. That time on the corner route. Does a nice job separating from the defender and hauling in the catch.
Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his man. It's Matthews. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
The Vols are threatening in the red zone. Off play action. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, but because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They're dealing with a second and long. Scanning the field is Aguilar. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Wants to throw again. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Wants to adjust the pattern. After the incompletion, they go back up top. The sweet feet buy a little time. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air, it's Aguilar. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Got his man downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Tennessee.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. He'll take a shot. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass. It's Aguilar. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
You got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Under fire. This one's complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this
pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Vols will hustle to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss.
Looking deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
This defense knew coming in the offense was going to try to test them. They were going to try to take some shots vertically down the field. Defense was ready for that one.
The Volunteers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
What an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? They're throwing for it on 4th down. Quick completion on the out. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on 4th down. Instead, they back up. And the Volunteers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. It's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
So here is the Tennessee offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored it.
Got it in stride inside the 20. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some run.
There he goes. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's a...
Touchdown, Tennessee! And the beatdown has ensued.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Fires to the right. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Even with minimal gain on the return, they are working with a short field from the 36. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee.
Razor! Cricket!
Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Offense in a bunch formation. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. On target to the left. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Dino.
Wants to throw again. Makes the catch. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up the 1st and goal.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Matthews. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to throw. It's Aguilar. Trying to bull his way in. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough. And now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. The quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And they're able to make the tackle.
And it's like the defense knew on 3rd and goal. They're not attacking the middle. They're going to go to the outside. They run the touch pass, and they fly after, fly upfield, make the tackle, and now it's decision time. 4th and goal. What you going to do, offense?
And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Has to uncork this one off his back foot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Here's the pressure. He's going to take off. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced than a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. And the defense makes him play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
You got to love this guy's speed, and obviously throughout his football career, it's paid dividends for him, but this ain't high school anymore. You just can't outrun everybody like you used to back on Friday nights. This defense is fast. They were able to get him outside of the pocket, chase him down, bring him to the ground for a huge loss.
Gets away from one, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Volunteers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quick pass on the jet motion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down. And
it slips just inside that right upright. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Sellers. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Looking to scramble. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Wants to bring it back. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Lewis. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
From the gun. Give on the inside. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll try the run. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. The Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the running back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game.
Makes the grab inside the 30. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Pressure coming. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Looking for space. It's Lewis. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really
breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Yeah, And that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me.
It's a fumble on the play. Scoops it up, still a live ball. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, and really good third down situational defense. You know it's third and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
Guys, this is a type of signature